Shalom, shalom. I want to give all praise and honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Makar Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai. And we give double honors to our apostle elders, which are the apostle elders of Great Millstone, which have diligently done the work, and have fed us through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, and to you hopeful elect on the four corners of the planet Earth, that's hoping, that's maintaining, that's holding on to faith. Salvation is nigh, man. 2021, the year of hastening the coming of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, which is it's already showing itself to be that. We're about 11 days in, and it's a doozy. You know, you gotta pull something out of Esau's book. It's a doozy. You know, it really is. But these are joyous times. We aren't to be sad and remorseful. We just have to be prepared. You know, that's the mentality we got to be, is be prepared for the punch that the Lord has told us that was coming to this place. You know, He just pre-warned us. You know, because it says every man shall step on that scale. You know, the Most High is going to put hell on the whole planet Earth, but He gave us the cheat codes to get out of it, which is the spirit and power, Yahweh Shem Shai. The truth of it, not having, you can't have a mediocre faith, man. You got to have full faith in this thing. You've had to have had full faith, and you're gonna have some that come in that their faith get built up from the times that we come into. You know, but regardless, we hope and pray that Yahweh Shem Shai seal His elect. However he may do it, man. That's it. My deepest prayer and yearning is for the kingdom of heaven, is to be at peace and to be by Yahweh Shem Yahshua's side and never be thrown off again by way of our sin and our flesh. All right. So let's jump into this lesson. This lesson is going. I'll title it "Camouflage: The Blessing of Confusion of Faith," or "Camouflage and Confusion of Faith," something on those lines. I'll see where the Spirit has me going. But as you can see from the title, you should be able to see it by now that, I've been thinking about this title for a while, especially seeing, groups say that, the Latin tribes, or you got to look like Judah, or, if you ain't black, you ain't a part of the Israelites, and all this things, especially them saying that the northern tribe, which are Latin tribe and Native American, that aren't they said that they're not a part of the tribes. But the one thing we gotta understand in this truth is that we always gotta filter things through the scripture. And when I thought about this, because I always like to look at animals and different animal documentaries and different things like that, and I seen this about camouflage a while ago, and it hit my spirit. And I've spoken to a few brothers about it, but the Spirit has where I'm going to be able to make the lesson today. So Lord willing, this is edifying, and it brings some information and light to the situation, because everything the Lord does has mercy in it. That's what we got to remember. Everything that Yahweh Shem Yahushua does has mercy in it, and we have to see that. Okay, so let's look up what the definition of camouflage is. Camouflage, the act means or result of obscuring things. Obscuring means what? You can't see things the way that you can't see things clearly. Just like now, you can't see Jake clearly, but we know by the Spirit. Okay, obscurity, a meaning of not clear or plain, vague, uncertain. So the same thing we have today with what you have with the Israelites that are spread out through the four corners of the planet Earth, looking like other nations, wearing other nations' clothes. That's a part of the Lord's blessing and keeping us in these times. It may seem a little, I don't want to say seem, but like it says, if you look at it, you'd be like, why would the Lord confuse us like this? But then look in the animal world. Let's look, let's read this, and then I'll show you a few things that animals do. It says of a result. It says an act means or result of obscuring things to deceive an enemy. Who's the enemy? Esau. So the Lord is the one that confused our faces to obscure and deceive the enemy, because now the enemy don't know who we are. He's not spiritual. He'll test your blood and maybe figure out who you are, but he can have certain inkling, but he really doesn't know, because he's not a spiritual man, and that's a gift that's given, discerning the spirits. If you read that in, I think 2 Corinthians, if I'm not mistaken. But it says, deceive an enemy as by painting or screening objects so that they are lost to view in the background. What is that? The background is the background is the world. Okay, We as Israelites stand out in the time of Solomon and David. We stand out in the time of Egypt when we left out of the Egyptian captivity. We stood out. Israel was stand out. We could sit in our tribes with colors and our garments on. All these things were us standing out. So the Lord knew that we would fall to a low level. So with Him obscuring us and making us not recognizable, He camouflaged us. That is a beautiful part of Yahweh Shem Shai's mercy. And once I seen this and understood it, I said, man, the Lord is beautiful even in judgment. Even in judgment, there is mercy. Lord willing, I can do a lesson on that also. But like it says, for us, in our case, judgment had mercy attached to it. Okay? Because our Father didn't want to tell us the whole thing, but it's evident now. Because look at the camps. We got brothers that look like different nations, brothers that, don't look the normal so-called Israelite demographic, but they're still Israel, and some of them are the hopeful elect, man. Some of the confusion of face around the world are part of the hopeful elect. We don't know. Like it says, I don't care what you look like. If you're an Israelite in the spirit and you're an Israelite that's set to be allotted to make it, hey, love you like the charcoal brother, the black charcoal brother. It don't matter, man. Like it says, if your spirit is with Yahweh Shem Shai, who are we to go against it, man? All right. It says, or by making an object that from a distance have an appearance or fortification guns. It has have a salakia. Or by making up objects that form from a distance have the appearance of fortification, guns, roads, etc. See? Concealment by some means that alter or obscure the appearance. That's what you call confusion of face. So let's go ahead and read it real quick. Since we're on it, let's get the precept. Let's get the precept. This is the book of Daniel 9, verse 8. Daniel 9 is, hold on, it's a lie. We started. We'll start at 6. It says, neither have we hearkened unto thy servants. And who's the servants? The prophets. He says that the Lord doeth nothing, but he revealeth the secrets to the servants, the prophets. Okay? So the Lord's servants are the prophets. All right? That's why you have a large influx of prophets now, because did not Yahweh shall pray for the Lord of the harvest to send laborers? And the Father did. He set up prophets to come in the last days as camps, to set up camps all over the planet Earth and to prophesy, because the judgment is going to take place on the whole planet Earth. All right? It says, neither have we hearkened unto thy servants, the prophets, which spake in thy name to our kings, our princes, and our fathers. So that shows prophets are over kings. They're over princes. Prophets to the Most High are above those. Because the Lord may deal with a prophet, but he may not deal with a king. Look at the situation of Saul. The Most High dealt with Saul for a time, and then he stopped dealing with Saul, and then he dealt with the prophet. It says, our prince and our fathers, and to all the people of the land. O Lord, righteousness belongeth unto thee, but unto us confusion of face. Okay? As at this day to the men of Judah and to the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and unto all Israel that are near and are far off, through all thy countries whither thou hast driven them, because it says, because of their trespasses, that they have trespassed against thee. So the Father threw us off, man. But through punishing us, he said, look, if we all look like what we supposed to look like, it'd be easy to pick us off. 1 at a time, 2 at a time, 10 at a time, 20 at a time. Find out where we at, our locations, and do away with us, man. Because Esau wants to do away with us now through his GMO and other things, but he don't know where we exactly at. He don't know where all the Israelites are at. For him to take out all the Israelites, he has to dismantle the world, because we're so hidden and camouflaged throughout the whole planet Earth. There's no way he can find all of us. He'd have to do away with some. He has to do away with a large amount and blood test those that he saves, so hopefully they're not the Israelites. But he won't be able to do that, man, because Yahweh Shem Yahshai won't allow him to do that. But for the sake of him ruling, what did he do? He camouflaged us, because he knows Esau's a madman. He's a blood drinking madman. And he knows it. You can ask him. He glorifies in that, you know. I'm not saying nothing that he don't glorify in. He enjoys drinking blood. That's his forte. That's his thing, man. Get down, Eve. Do your thing. But once that the Lord stops it, it's over with. Because right now the Lord is allowing you to do it for your judgment. All right. It says, "Oh Lord, thou hast." It says, "Oh Lord, to us belongeth confusion of face, to our kings, to our princes, and to our fathers, because we have sinned against thee." So some of our kings and fathers, confusion of face. So you got some Israelites that are talking about if you don't look black, but some of those confusion of face could be kings and princes. So you judging a spirit that you don't even know who that spirit is, man. That spirit could be higher in rank than you spiritually in the eyes of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. So who are you to talk about some? That's why he says what? Treat men as thyself. Because you don't know who that man is. You treat a man like yourself, that's you're gonna get in front of a lot of sin. So that's what shows you these other guys, they're not being spiritual, okay? So let's jump back into this. It says camouflage, a device or stratagemin used for concealment. Let's look up what this word is. Salaki for not pronouncing it.
Stratagem.
Stratagem. That's a new one for me. Let's play that again, Akim.
Stratagem.
Stratagem. You're going to hit somebody with that. It says a plan, scheme, or trick or for surprising or deceiving an enemy. So the Lord hold on, let me say it.
Stratagem.
Stratagem, E. That should be a sit down. The stratagem of the Lord, man. It says any artifice or thick, deceived, or used to attain a goal or gain an advantage over an adversary or competitor, which is Esau. He's the devil. He's Shaitan. He is the deceiver. Okay. Clothing made of fabric with multi-design used to shade. Okay, that's it on that. But let's look up something real quick so I can show you. Why do I say that? Let me read this real quick. This is the book of, this is Proverbs 6:6. And it says, this is why my mind jumped to this topic. It's Proverbs 6:6. And it says, go to the ant, thou sluggard, consider her ways and be wise. So just like Solomon, okay, went to the ant and went to the animals, the same way we can look and see things, the Most High, we can see the fingerprints of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. All right, that's all. We can see fingerprints, just like the ant does. Just like ants don't got pride, man. When have you seen an ant with pride? When have you seen a bee with pride? When have you seen a monkey with pride? They might protect their territory, but that's their land. That's their house. If you come into somebody's house, in the law, you can lay him down, and you not be in trouble for it, because that man broke into your house. So you can kill that man according to the law, statutes, and commandments, because he's trying to steal and break into your house. So if he fall by the sword, that's on him. So if another animal come into another animal's territory, and that animal check that animal, and the animal, not saying that, but I'm just putting to a point to say, look, that you have other animals that will, it's not pride, they're defending their territory. That's the whole point of that analogy right there. But when you see coming at now, you see that he is setting up his he's setting up his standard to come against Jake, but he don't know where we're at, man. He don't know where all Israel is at. So that's why his plans are a broad plan. Okay? Hold on, let's go to Google real quick. Look. Let's look up how many animals use camouflage. Look. And this is another reason we have to attach ourselves and know that Yahweh Shem Yahshua deals with that. Even in the nature. If he wants to hide something, he'll camouflage. If he wants to he'll give certain animals power or powerful jaws or teeth or just power in general or poison or a deterrent But what did he give to certain animals? Camouflage. Okay? Just like this spider. You can't even see the spider. It's right on the flower, man. It's the same thing with us. You can look at us and they don't recognize that we're Israelites. Look at this lizard, man. This lizard is camouflaged perfectly, man. You wouldn't be able to tell it if it closed its eyes. You thought it was bark. So just like Israel looks exactly like these other nations, a spitting image of what they're trying to mimic. Okay, look, Vietnamese moss frog. Look at that. You thought that was moss. Let's keep going down. Look, the hair. Close his eyes, you think it's snow. Western diamondback rattle. Looks just like sand. So look at the turtle, man. Looks like the ocean. So we have been camouflaged by Yahweh Shem Shai for our preservation because the Lord has mercy, man. The Lord has mercy on us. And I'm gonna get it right here. Because the Lord said he ain't gonna do away with all of us, even though he was mad at us. He said he wasn't gonna do away with us. Because our sins was not gonna trump the Lord's words, man. The Lord said, what? I promise Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob the kingdom. Malachi 3:6. For I am the Lord, I change not. Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. So how was he going to make sure that his words that we weren't going to be consumed not come to pass, man? He did certain things to make sure that we would not be consumed. If it was up to Esau, he would have done away with all of us, man. He killed the buffalo just to make sure Gad was starved out. So what do you think he'd do to all Israel if he knew that all he had to do was take us out to get the blessing or hinder the blessing? He ain't getting it. This is Malachi 3:7. It says, even from the days of our father, ye are gone away from mine ordinances. And I have not, it says, and have not kept them. Return unto me, and I will return unto you, saith the Lord. Hope. Have we not returned unto our power? Do we not pray to Yahweh Shem Shai? Do we not ask Yahweh Shem Shai for mercy and salvation? We're not talking to Cesare. We're not talking to none of these other idols. We call on our power, man. So that the Lord has returned us unto him, and therefore he's returned unto us. That's why we're not the same Negroes you had in slavery, man. We're cut above the rest now, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai. That's why you're going to be judged when you come in as a flood, because you're not coming in as a flood on cursed people. You're coming in as a flood on redeemed people through the blood of Yahweh Shai. So it's a no-go. It's a no-go. Do not pass go. Just like in the days of old when you ran up on us and the Lord would send his chariots to destroy your armies. Same thing we at now, man. Because Yahweh Shem Shai has returned unto his loved ones, man. Lord willing, we be a part of that great number, man. So this is reading to say we ain't going to be done away. That's how the Lord preserved us and made sure that we are always by him, man. And we would set up the prophets. He would set up the time where we come back to him and have camps where confusion and face are there. The same camouflage he put out there, he made come in camps to mess you other Israelites up, man. This is Lamentations 3:22, and I'm going to close on this. And it says, it is our Lord's mercy that we are not consumed, because his compassion fail not. So that's how you see the Lord is through that judgment of confusion and face in Daniel's 9. Turn around now, we can see that as the mercy that he gave to us to make sure that we weren't totally consumed, and he hid us. Just like animals hiding in the nature, man. So let's keep going down. You know, look at the owl. Look at the owl. You can't even see him. See? Because the Father gave them that ability to camouflage, man. That's another part of power. To be able to mold, and just like this is a perfect example. The octopus. The octopus can change its color and form to mimic things, man. Okay, this is it's one of the top camouflages on the planet Earth, man. It can change colors to match whatever it's almost translucent itself. All right. So hey, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, man, for the abilities and the things that he's done, and Lord willing, he gives us the power to glorify him in these days, man. So with that, I want to give all honor and praise unto Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Karkwadash, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Karkwadash. So next time I can keep faith, keep fighting. We're in the year of 2021, hastening to come in Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai. Shalom, Akim.